Week 17 is upon us. We're entering our final descent into the main slate on Sunday. A lot of moving parts with injuries, narratives, records, MVP shuffling about. But we're going to break it all down here tonight on the DFS Deli. So pull up a chair, grab your favorite adult beverage, and welcome in. It's the DFS Deli. Welcome in to the DFS Deli. I, of course, am the proprietor of this delicatessen, Sully Ali Shahid. And tonight, fresh back from PTO, we got Baker, Delicious Taco in the building, along with, of course, my main man, Chill, on my left-hand side. Guys, welcome to the Week 17 main slate. We got a lot to talk about. We'll get into, of course, our favorite plays, contrarian plays, kind of look at the slate as a whole, of course, get our final thoughts here as we enter Sunday. We got a night game tonight with the playoff implications, could be seeding implications, but the newly crowned North champions, Detroit Lions, face the, them boys, I guess. So, but that's not on the main slate. We don't really care about that. But there's football tonight, so it's a blessing. We get to talk football. We get to watch some football. It'll be a nice little Saturday night. But I'm glad to have you guys here. Baker, how's everything going? How have you been? Welcome back to work.
I mean, we've been on the road. We've been out here grinding. Just got back from Houston, staying in a luxurious 5-star hotel they put me up in. So,
ooh, luxurious. Ooh.
I mean, legitimately, this place was sick. I'll have to tell you the name of it so you can look it up, but it was kind of sick. Not even gonna lie. But I'm glad to be back. I actually have implications in tonight's game. My biggest dollar yearly league. We got CeeDee Lamb going tonight for me, so hopefully he breaks the slate. I'm hoping for like 205 from him, so I can just rest easy.
Oh, 205. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, no big deal. I'm not asking for a lot.
We're never asking for a lot.
I'm not asking for a lot. But yeah, right. I mean, we're good. I'm glad to be back. Try to get in a few times on the road. You basically said "fuck you" to me, and yeah.
Sorry, man. We got to work, bro. Well, I took Christmas off. I took that week off, but we had to get back at it, man. I'm sorry. Chill. What's going on, man? Welcome.
Oh, not much. Just getting ready to talk, the secret menu and getting ready to dive on in.
Yeah, man. The secret menu, you know how we do. Contrarian plays, of course, to get you to the top of your tournament leaderboards. And of course, we're going to go position by position and break it down. I'm going to let Jesus take the wheel because I don't really have too many hot takes for tomorrow, but I'm going to still try to keep the grill lit and, keep it spicy as best as I can. So quarterbacks will start off. And I guess we should start with the chalk and see if you guys dislike any of these plays, if you're still going to load them up, or you're going to go somewhere else. So this is strictly what I'm looking at is going to be DK ownership for the most part.
You're not looking at your Yahoo ownership?
Yeah, actually, 4for4 doesn't project Yahoo ownership. It only does it for FanDuel and
I can give you Yahoo.
I
don't need it, bro. I don't need it. I'm just going to load up when I'm going to load up and just bink everything. So it doesn't matter what I have to say about Yahoo. But what I do have to say about
FanDuel. I am looking at Yahoo for the rest of the night, just letting you know.
Yeah, is that F off FanDuel. I'm never coming back. Go screw yourselves. And it's DraftKings and Yahoo for the rest of the year. Oh, and Underdog, of course, because Underdog's a shit. But anyway, kind of looking at some of the chalkier plays here and tell me if I'm wrong. At the top of the charts, looks like everybody's going to go back to Brock Purdy. Even after that miserable performance he had against the Ravens, but he does draw the nut matchup against the Commanders. People are going to play the hurt business because of this Cardinals matchup. And it looks like a lot of people are going to play down. Even though Tyrod Taylor does have this hamstring injury that he developed on Thursday, he might be able to go. So he should be all good. And it looks like what I thought wasn't going to happen, but Chili and you and I talked about it a little bit. The ownership on CJ Stroud kind of came up, or at least according to what I'm looking at. So do you like any of these guys, or are we going to look to get kind of off the reservation a little bit? Baker, I'll start with you.
Well, first and foremost, Pat Mahomes on Yahoo is projecting as the highest owned quarterback, just so you know. That's for you, just for you, Sully.
Well, that means I'm going to fade him. I'm not playing chalky Patrick Mahomes. I'm just not doing it. Sorry.
I mean, he's projecting at 10%. Okay, that's not chalky.
But it's owned, though. I want my 1%ers, man. I need my 1% Will Levis. I need guys like that.
You playing some Taylor Heineke now? Some Jake Browning? The fuck's going on with you?
I'm not playing Jake Browning.
But, I mean, one of my favorite plays for tomorrow is somebody who on Wednesday you guys mentioned, and you thought he might be a little bit more popular because of the matchup, but he's not coming in with much ownership. It's Derek Carr. And it's 1,000. I understand you guys have burnt so much money on Derek Carr. I get it. I promise you I get it. It's 1,000% the matchup. I get they showed up last week versus Jacksonville. I was personally on Trevor Lawrence. Obviously didn't work out for me.
No.
Thank God I had some Joe Flacco teams in there as well. But yeah, I'm going back to the matchup just because it didn't work out last week. The Saints aren't efficient at running the ball, so if they're going to score at all, it's going to come through the air. And on top of that, the Saints need this game. Like this is a must-win game for them. So I feel like they need to be pedal to the metal. And to quote the industry, this has the sneakiest shootout in my humble opinion on the slate of the sneaky games. So Derek Carr.
Spoiler alert: the Bucs are winning. Sorry.
I mean that's fine. I mean I'm not putting any hard American dollars on that game, so I don't give a damn who wins.
I care. Because I said the Bucs were winning that division and they get to lock it up tomorrow. So
that's
just gonna cast that in real quick. Ha ha.
That's so disturbing that they've actually been halfway decent this year.
Suck it. Baker Mayfield comeback player of the year. If it wasn't for Joe freaking Flacco.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's comeback player of the year. Like I heard y'all talking about that on Wednesday too. I understand
Damar Hamlin. It's Damar Hamlin, guys.
It's like that's bullshit.
It's Damar Hamlin. Like, why are you ignoring the fact that it's going to Damar Hamlin?
It's such bullshit.
And it's such great press for the NFL.
It is great press.
Such great press.
They got their press at the ESPYs last year when, the medical team for Buffalo was awarded blah, blah, blah because they saved the man's life.
You mean the same award as Caitlyn Jenner? The year that the girl had like a heart attack running the bases, should have won it, but no, let's give it to Caitlyn Jenner. Because that was heroic.
Did they really give it to Caitlyn Jenner over her? Really?
Absolutely. They gave the other girl some other award. They were like, Caitlyn Jenner, this is heroic. You came out. You're brave.
Oh, man, that's absolutely hilarious. But Joe Flacco.
That's crazy. Did Baker, did you get any awards when you came out? That's weird. I didn't hear about that.
I haven't come out yet, so that's why I haven't gotten an award yet.
My ass. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I have come. Never mind. Not gonna say it.
Got you.
I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna say what the jokes that are coming in my head.
I know what you're thinking, so it's okay.
It's gonna get us fucking canceled. It's gonna be like Nick Cannon out here getting us fucking canceled. But back to my quarterback takes. Like the chalk is the chalk when it comes to quarterbacks. I don't mind Brock Purdy. He's gotten to a price where he's not just an automatic play, though, in my opinion. Being at 7K, I think
You mean 303 is not the auto play here?
He was so easy to play early in the season when he was still 5K, when he was still 6K. It took them forever to get his price up here. Case in point, we're in week 17, and his price is just now getting up here, last week?
I don't think it's high enough in this matchup.
I could agree with that.
Not on DraftKings. Just like McCaffrey's not high enough either.
Christian McCaffrey is not high enough. FanDuel, even though Sully, you've X'd it out, they've gotten it right for a long time. They've had him over 10K damn near all year. He's up to 11K now. DraftKings, what are y'all doing? Like, what are we doing here, DraftKings? Y'all making it easy.
He'll cost you a cool $46 on Yahoo.
Almost a fourth of your salary?
A fourth of the salary, and you know what? It's worth it. It's 100% worth it.
It doesn't even cost me a fifth of my salary on DK. That's just dumb.
Yeah, but you got to realize that even on Yahoo, like I said when I was talking with the Chill, we got Zamir White at the men on Yahoo. So, I mean, auto plug. It was CEH, but if Isaiah Pacheco is cleared, it is what it is. But we had CEH at the men. We got men price quarterbacks, Jared Stidham, Tyrod Taylor. They're all the men. So playing CMC over on Yahoo is way more palatable than it is on FanDuel. And on DraftKings, he's probably an auto play for the most part. Like, you're probably deciding between, and we're not on running backs yet, but we might as well get into the discussion because we're trying to fit in quarterbacks. But you're probably at a realm where you're like, okay, am I deciding between Kyron and CMC? And then if you're loading up CMC, are you taking along like Tyreek Hill? Or are you taking along Travis Kelce, whose price is reduced, but probably still not low enough per se for his production? So, like, if we're loading up CMC and a top flight quarterback, who are we leaving out is the real question. But I guess we'll get into that when we discuss that. So, Chill, I kind of want to kick it to you about the lower price quarterbacks. There's backups aplenty tomorrow. If we're going to fit in these guys at the position plays, who's playing quarterback for you tomorrow?
Oh, well, okay. Well, not exactly like a backup cheap quarterback per se, but Baker Mayfield's still going unowned.
So we're in the same game here, Joe, just on different sides.
I'll take both of them. Truthfully, I could burn money on Derek Carr tomorrow. That's fine. I don't think Stidham is coming in with no ownership. If you maybe not none, it's kind of low. Like I got it at 6.
Sully, I'm with you. I'm with you on Jarrett Stidham tomorrow. We're playing some Jarrett Stidham.
We're all playing some Jarrett Stidham tomorrow.
And I mean, like, I know it's gross, and this dude is absolutely the worst road quarterback in the league, but, like, AOC, I understand the Raiders are a run-first team, but, like, I did see this dude torch the Chargers. Like, I'm not going to act like the Colts have a good defense. I understand they'll be at Indianapolis, but, like, that would be my absolute puke quarterback this week. But those would be the three that I'm kind of looking at. I don't think I could really be convinced otherwise. I think the two guys at the top make a ton of sense if you want to play Hurts or Purdy. Just good luck, especially on FanDuel. Good luck trying to jam in shit with either one of them. You could maybe sell me on Stafford if you want to get different. I think
I could dig a little mess. I could dig a little Pat Stafford.
I mean, nobody's playing Matt Stafford. In DraftKings, he's 6,600.
I just don't see the upside with Stafford. I mean, we got this West Coast team, blah, 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 traveling east. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in New York, but whatever. I don't know if I see like the upside of Matt Stafford. And we've climbed this Matt Stafford wall before, man. Where's the 303 coming from? I don't know. So
I get it, but like again, it's an easy plug and an easy matchup, and it makes you different because I'll have to check the wide receivers here in a second, but it makes you different.
So here's my question to you guys: why don't we do something crazy tomorrow? I mean, like, because this is what we're here for. We're talking about the crazy plays, of course, but outside looking in for 2 awards actually is Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, I get it. We're not going to get the crazy shootout we got with the Ravens-Dolphins from last year, but no one's playing Tua, but everyone wants to, not everyone, but like Tyreek Hill might come at modest ownership, but like you don't even have to double stack them because there's no Waddle tomorrow. So we're expecting a game where, again, you want to talk about must wins. The Dolphins have to win this game to stave off the Bills in the division.
They don't have to win. They just got to
beat Buffalo next week, Chill. Buffalo's gonna beat the shit out of the Dolphins, just like they did earlier in the year. So put your fandom aside.
I mean, the last time they played at Miami, they beat Buffalo.
Let's speak in week 17.
I just want to say the last time they played in Miami, Miami beat them. I don't want to hear it.
Last time we played this season,
it was in Buffalo.
I don't care where it was. Buffalo
makes a difference.
Buffalo lost their playoff game in Buffalo last year. They can lose at home. Who cares?
They lost to Joe Burrow. That's different. I'll take Joe Burrow over Tua.
I'll take Tyreek over Jamar Chase. Yeah, I would. But anyway, I'm talking about. I don't.
And not to mention, if Miami has Tua, they probably beat Buffalo in Buffalo. They almost won with Skylar Thompson.
Almost.
Only counts in horses and hand grenades.
They didn't win.
Buffalo has to worry about the Patriots.
No,
I ain't worried about that. I'm talking about this stack right now in week 17 where the Dolphins can lock up the division if they win. This is a must win because you don't want that game
It's a must win for the 1 seed.
It's a must. Yeah. Especially if you
want the division's irrelevant.
Especially if you want the 1 seed. Especially if you want the 1 seed.
They need it for the 1 seed.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to say that Tua Tagovailoa isn't going to come out here and sling that motherfucking pill around the yard? I mean, we're talking about Tyreek Hill has an outside chance of breaking 2,000 yards. He needs 170 something over the next 2 games. And if anybody can go nuclear, it's Tyreek Hill. So why would I not bring along Tua Tagovailoa at no ownership at all tomorrow?
You can. I'm not arguing against it. I'm just saying it's not a must win.
I mean, it's about you don't want the pressure of doing what you have to do. So if they lose tomorrow, the 1 seed's out of the question, and it could be the division out of the question. If you win this game tomorrow, I'm saying that Tua has every incentive to lay it on the line. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, they're gonna play. Of course, they're gonna play. I mean, let's not be stupid here.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
they're gonna play.
There's a difference between because they have the playoffs locked up, they're in. But you could be in and in. I mean, you can be in.
But they're still in. Buffalo is in the must-win game.
I ain't talking about Buffalo, chill.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about the Miami Dolphins versus the Baltimore Ravens and a low-owned quarterback.
I think it's more of a must-win for Baltimore than Miami. Are you kidding me? Lamar Jackson struggles to beat the Steelers. They play the Steelers in Week 18. Man's worst career stats are against the Steelers, and the Steelers are going to still be playing for something. Because then you're going to let the Browns win the division, because the Browns are slapping Cincinnati.
But the Browns won't have to play if the Ravens win.
Correct. But if the Ravens lose, Joe Flacco stacks are going to be rolling out in Week 18.
Well, Joe Flacco stacks are rolling out in Week 18 regardless.
No, they're not. He's not playing.
He wouldn't play.
Wouldn't play.
There's no way they would play if the Ravens win.
No Brown starter is playing in that game.
Joe Flacco is going to take his sleepy ass to bed, okay, and not have to worry about it.
Listen, no Brown starter. At their injury rate, you're lucky if you get the second teamers in there.
You're right. They might take the whole squad. Like Cincy, y'all got it.
The practice squad is getting called up.
Now that would be an interesting stack.
So telling me Week 18, David Bell and Cedric Tillman, load them up. Got it. All right.
Who would be the PJ Walker, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Against Cincy, I would still load that up, actually.
Who's our third string running back? Pierre Strong. Load him up. Let's go.
Anyway, sticking in Week 17, for Christ's sake.
Giving them the Week 18 in advance because I might not be here. Y'all got the Week 18 in advance because I might not be here.
Little preview of next week. Incentive week. Backups week. The craziest week of the season minus Week 1.
I love Week 18. God, I love that week.
Week 18 is pretty cool. I will admit. But did we miss anybody that may be low-ish ohm that we could feasibly see a ceiling from? Because like I said, number one with a bullet for me is probably Tua at the high-ish end. Lower end is probably going to be Jarrett Stidham, it looks like, for all of us. Because, last time we saw Jarrett Stidham, it was last year's game against the 49ers, and he cooked. So I'm with it if you with it, man. Just saying.
I have interest just because of, once again, a matchup type of thing. He hasn't looked good since he returned, but Kyler Murray draws a nut matchup.
Is he playing?
As far as I know, I haven't seen any. I know he dealt with the
his wide receivers can't get open. They're so bad.
That's why you play him with one man and one man only.
But you're playing Philadelphia. You almost have to play him with a wide receiver.
No, the fuck you don't.
You got the human Dortch. Come on, man. You got to load him up with a wide receiver, right? He
throws to one person and one person only.
I think Philly's going to take away Trey McBride.
Everybody tries to take away Chalk McBride.
He got taken away last week. I don't think he did very well.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game. You know who did? Greg Dortch.
He had one fucking play.
That's all it takes, Bake. That's all it takes.
One fucking play from that little bastard.
Hey, listen, if my underpriced wide receiver gets me one reception for 80 yards and a touchdown, that's fine.
All right, agreed.
I didn't hear anybody when Rondale Moore was chalk. I didn't hear anybody complaining that his only reception was a 50-yard touchdown against the Texans.
I was pissed.
And it was the second play of the game.
It was. It's like, here comes the explosion, and he's done.
And he's done.
Remember we had that Justin Watson chalk like 2 weeks ago, and he had the one catch for a touchdown, and literally that was it.
Yep.
And we were all happy about it. Like, yeah, he got there. He was 3K. Fuck it.
Yep.
Fuck it.
But you're not playing any of these Arizona wide receivers, but I mean, Kyler's still running.
I think if you want to fit some of this stuff in, you're gonna have to. If you're playing a high price quarterback in CMC, you're eating 3K chalk somewhere or 3K price somewhere.
Michael Wilson will put up a 0 for you
again.
Again.
I mean, this is why you just play DJ Chark. Did it?
We'll get there here in a second. Real quick, what are you guys' ownership on Josh Allen?
None.
Do you want me to look on your site on Yahoo, or do you want me to look at actual DraftKings?
None.
Either way, it's not going to matter because he's right around the price of the hurt business already, and everybody's playing the hurt business. But you want to tell me
it's none. It's none, bro.
So no one's playing Josh Allen tomorrow. I get it.
I got 8% on your site. I got 8% on your site, Sally.
I got 3%
on Yahoo.
On Yahoo,
3% on DraftKings.
The sharps that I'm playing on Yahoo, you have the most casual motherfuckers over there playing on Yahoo.
I'm the sharp this week, Bake. I'm the chalk, okay? The deli is invading Yahoo. I got my man Chill doing Underdog drafts. I've been killing it on Underdog this year. This has been nice, man. Come on, we need to branch out. The deli needs to expand, bro.
I mean, I heard about your best ball. You know what I'm saying? Being this close in the best ball streaks.
I was so close, man. I was so close to the finals. Oh, man. But I mean, it actually is fine because if that team would have got through, you know how many quarterbacks I have?
None.
0, because the last quarterback I had was Russell Wilson.
I mean, why did you not have the foresight to draft Jarrett Stidham?
Handcuff my quarterback? That's like all the people that drafted freaking Justin Fields had in Taysom Bagent on their team, okay? Like, come on. Or every backup ever this year. Like,
I mean, literally just draft backups. Like that was the theme of best ball this year.
Oh my God, bro. So many injuries. And we got more tomorrow. So it is what it is. It's cool.
I mean,
yeah, like I said,
also poured one out for your yearly team, Sully. I saw that ass whooping you took with Amari Cooper on his bench.
Hey, man, they blew their load the week before, so it is what it is, man. It's cool. It's cool.
I mean, I get it. You want to blow your load. I get it.
That's in like 3 hours. But anywho, yes, low-owned Josh Allen stacks. I'm in. Steph Diggs got to break out at some point, right?
No,
he's tore up the Patriots in the
don't.
past. Each of their last 4 matchups, he's been in the end zone. So just take a stab.
He ain't got to do shit.
Just take a stab. Steph Diggs going off tomorrow. Suck it,
You
Baker.
said the same thing last week. You literally said the exact same thing last week.
I will keep saying it until it happens. Just like Gabe Davis.
Until next year when he has a hot start for the 3rd year in a row and falls off the face of the fucking planet again.
Baker, are they winning games?
Not because of him.
I know. I just think that maybe that's all he cares about. He just wants the dub. He doesn't want stats. He just wants the dub.
They're winning because of the new cook in town.
Not last week. Oh,
not last week. They should have lost.
They should have lost.
But they didn't, so suck it. Anywho.
But speaking of a cook, we can go to running back.
Yeah, man. I mean, we can talk about James Cook now if you want.
We can. I mean, I'm not playing him, but we can.
See, the funny thing is about the running back position is that like these low-owned players somehow get squeezed out of nowhere. Like at the beginning of the week, I thought Jonathan Taylor was going to be like super low-owned, and now he's like getting to chalk territory, and I'm not about that life.
I got him at 12%. I don't really consider that chalk.
Earlier in the week, he was like 3.
On DK, I have him at like fucking 9%.
The steam is real.
I have 40% on CMC and 34% on Zamir White.
Yeah, I have JT at 8%.
So, I mean, like running back ownership spread out. I think the running back that, I mean, like, I don't know if I'll play him, but I probably should. Like, nobody's playing Travis Etienne tomorrow.
Which is weird because he's in the matchup.
He is, and he's at home.
Right, he's got the nuts. I mean, Normally you play running backs against
That's
Carolina.
that's probably the most intriguing matchup. I mean, in terms of like low ownership, I don't know if anybody wants to go back to the Ken Walker well.
He might not play.
I was gonna say, is Ken Walker playing?
I haven't had him ruled out yet.
Yeah, he's a game time decision for right now, but they do play at 1, I do believe, because they're in Pittsburgh.
No,
Yes.
it's Seattle.
Oh, they're in Seattle. I apologize.
It is in Seattle.
I thought it was Seattle. Moment.
You
I
are
could
right.
be wrong.
You're right. You are right. I was wrong.
Nice. I wasn't 100% sure. It's
I
not
mean,
like I didn't believe you.
Apologies.
I mean, it might be time to light up some Zach.
I mean, if you're not playing CMC with a lower owned running back, you're pretty much different, right?
Or hey, and a lot of my builds, or one of my builds, especially with Jarrett Stidham, play all the chalk running backs. That makes you different too.
I do want to say that I don't think DeAndre Swift's ownership is high enough.
Because one of the things that I actually liked, as far as at least from a Jarrett Stidham lineup standpoint, is flipping the build. Everybody's going to play Zamir White. Everybody's going to play Christian McCaffrey. Well, if I play Christian McCaffrey, and if I don't play Zamir White, play Christian McCaffrey, Kyron Williams, and DeAndre Swift, I have completely flipped the build completely in that aspect.
And then you're playing DJ Shark, Greg Dortch.
There it is, that DJ Shark play. There it is.
Little Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah, man, it's a little Jordan Humphrey.
Adam Trotman is your tight end.
I was able to fit Chalk McBride in that lineup. Okay, thank you very much.
I mean, another running back is kind of coming in low, and their offensive line isn't a nut matchup. Would be Rashad White.
I mean, you could play Rashad White every fucking week.
Every week.
Mike Evans, Rashad White. Every fucking week.
I don't think I'm playing any of the Dolphins guys. I could get the idea behind James Cook. I don't like that game. Javonte Williams, I don't really like because I have no idea what they're doing in the backfield for Denver.
Neither does Sean Payton.
No.
True.
I mean, Derrick Henry. Houston's got a good run defense. I don't think I could really get behind that idea.
Last time they played a few weeks ago, Derrick Henry put up like 2 points.
You're not wrong.
It's not DeHember anymore. Sorry. I mean, he got there last week. He had a passing and a rushing touchdown. He was all right.
I mean, when he plays for the Cowboys next year, he'll have a resurgence. So
we'll see.
Please don't let that happen. Can I interest you guys in, even though the run defense is pretty darn good, they've been pretty stellar the entire year, but for some reason he always gets there. How about James Conner?
He does get there.
Even in bad, dude, just somehow gets there. Every time you look up Arizona scores, it's him.
I can't do it against Philly.
Don't be scared, bro.
I'm not going to do it either. I'm not. I just not. There's one Arizona Cardinal I'm playing tomorrow. One.
You just tried to sell me on Kyler Murray not but 10 minutes ago. What the fuck?
Well, okay, there's one Arizona Cardinal I'm guaranteed to play tomorrow.
All right.
Guaranteed to play tomorrow.
Rewind the tape, bro.
Kyler's he's in my thought process, but I'm guaranteed to play Chuck McBride tomorrow.
I feel like Kyron's ownership could be a little bit lower when it's all said and done.
He can definitely get squeezed in this situation.
I mean,
in the wrong way.
It's not bad now, but a little interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really sold on the Travis Etienne call. I mean, like they are down their starting quarterback, so I mean, they're not going to let CJ Beathard flinging around the yard, right? So they're going to have to rely on this running game. So Travis Etienne's probably in a better spot now that Trevor Lawrence is out. So I could definitely get behind trying to load up as much Travis Etienne as possible tomorrow.
Well, if in a vacuum, if you had to decide between the two, Kyron Williams or CMC, who are you taking?
The man with 3 letters, the MVP candidate.
It's not enough of a price difference because, like, even on FanDuel, it's only a $1,500 difference.
That's a huge difference.
I personally don't think that's enough.
Not on FanDuel.
$1,000 on DraftKings gives me a lot of monies.
Even on DraftKings, it's $1,300. You could just punt your defense, like literally just punt it and get the 1,000 back.
Or like, don't play Chris Olave and play Rashid Shaheed instead. There's your salary difference.
Or when we get to tight end, you just play Gerald Everett, who's going to get 20 targets tomorrow.
And he's going to be like 20% owned.
I'm not playing chalky-ass Gerald Everett.
Who cares? You just run him back in your Stidham stack. Just run him back in your Stidham stack.
I am not running him back. No.
Oh, are you playing Quentin Johnson?
I'm not.
Well, let's go on the wide receivers, Bank. Here's what this Quentin Johnson take.
You think I'm playing a fucking Charger?
I mean, listen, Baker. I mean, we can slide over to wide receiver now since we're there, since Chill made the segue. But, I mean, there is no Keenan Allen or Josh Palmer tomorrow. So, like, if you want to get off of chalky Gerald Everett, he's got to throw to somebody, right?
The other fucking team. That's who he's going to fucking throw to.
Easton Stick is not going to throw to the other team because he's going to have, like, 50 rushing yards. Like instead of throwing it, he just runs. Literally, I watched the whole Buffalo game. He didn't make like a lot of bad, questionable passes. It's just first read wasn't there.
Did you watch the Raiders game too? Because it was a bunch of wrong team.
Baker, did he end up with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns that game? I think he did. So I'm just saying.
What are you playing? Fucking Easton Stick?
Hold on.
Up for fucking Easton Stick?
Baker, no. Fantasy doesn't care if you got 303 in the beginning, the middle, or the end. Period. Don't matter how you got there. Period. Fantasy doesn't give you a deduction because you were down 60-20.
Right.
Thank you.
The points are not inflated in the first and fourth quarter. Okay.
And hold on. Let's be honest. The Chargers fumbled like 3 times, and the Raiders player made one of the best interceptions all season.
I mean, that was a sexy interception.
Okay, so like, all right, yeah. So like, let's give Mr. Stick a little break here.
What the fuck has he done to deserve a fucking break? Please enlighten me, Chill.
Hey, from a fantasy standpoint, he's been serviceable.
He had one halfway decent game.
He had a good game against the Bills.
He was fine against the Bills.
He had a rushing touchdown.
For fantasy? No, he did not. Stop it.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
He
had like 10 fantasy points. That's not good.
He had more than that.
He did.
He had like 10 fantasy points. Get out of here with it. He was good for... No, the fuck he wasn't from a fantasy perspective.
Baker, he had more than 10 points.
Regardless, we're on wide receivers, and I want to talk about his pass catchers if we're going to be paying down at to save some salary. It's Quentin Johnston and...
Quentin Johnston is trash.
Jalen Guyton, right?
I mean, if I had to choose, gun to my head, choose a Chargers wide receiver, I'm choosing Jalen Guyton.
By the way, Baker, he had 17 points.
Terrible.
Suck it.
Terrible.
He's got a 94.4 passer rating, 651 yards, 3 passing touchdowns,
and 27 interceptions.
He's got 1 INT bank, and it was the really nice play one. So I don't know where you're getting this Easton Stick hate, but
he just don't like Easton Stick, bro. We found an Easton Stick hater.
Well, since we're on wide receivers, can I bring up one of the chalkiest wide receivers in like that entire situation with that team? Can I do this? Can I have the floor for a minute?
Yeah.
So, people of the Deli, I would like to announce to you, if you've been here for a minute, you know who I hate. You know I cannot stand this man. And there's a reason this team all of a sudden sucks offensively because of one man. Matthew James Nagy is trash. I just want to get on my soapbox for a minute and talk about how bad the Chiefs' offense is. Hold on. You shut your fucking mouth. There's one man on this Deli who's defended Matt Nagy through and through. He has turned the best quarterback in the league to hot garbage because he sucks.
I think he got turned into hot garbage because, I'm sorry, does Matt Nagy drop the passes? Is he out there dropping passes? I just want to make sure. Is he out there fumbling in front of T Swift?
His offense is trash.
I just want to make sure. Is Matt Nagy washed up a tight end like Travis Kelce is for now?
Offense is trash. Quit. You can try to defend it all you want. You can try to defend your boy Matt Nagy. Nagy's trash.
So
It
you're
is
saying
proven by the fact that he took the best offense, and has turned it into an average offense at best.
so? Is it that, or that's the same guy that got Mitch Trubisky to the playoffs?
You can do you have another argument for Matt Nagy? Like that's literally your only argument. He got Mitch Trubisky to the playoffs.
That's the only one I need. And he's a Super Bowl champion. He was Patrick Mahomes' quarterbacks coach for his MVP year.
Got a ring.
So, and I just want to make sure that Andy Reid has nothing to do with those play calls. That's what you're saying?
Who is the hold on? If we're gonna give Matt Nagy the
no, you haven't answered my question. No, see, I don't like arguing with you. Answer my question. Does Andy Reid have anything to do with those play calls?
I'm not in that Chiefs building.
Answer my question. Yes or no?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not in that building.
No,
we all
know the answer to the question. The question is yes. Moving on. Let's get to wide receivers.
So
you
I assume
your boy Matt Nagy. Your boy Matt Nagy's trash.
I assume after the rant, we're not playing Rashee Rice.
Absolutely fucking not.
Is that what I gathered?
No.
I'll play him.
No.
I'll play him.
I'll play him.
The best
Cincinnati gives up the most explosive plays in football,
but not to number one receivers.
It's still the most explosive plays.
They have actually done a really good job at number one receivers. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Chill. They actually have done really good on number one
receiver, or he's the number one target. I mean, do they just open, or is it like he's the only guy that...
So, Baker, you're playing Justin Watson tomorrow, then.
I'm not playing
Chiefs. You gonna miss out on this Travis Kelce game, bro. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow, bro.
Looking at the slate, I honestly wanted to play Travis Kelce because I know how much they give it up to the tight end, but I'm like...
Now, Baker, if you told me you didn't want to play Rashee Rice because he's the chalkiest wide receiver on the slate, I get that.
No, my hatred for Matt Nagy. Like, I've been reminded
this Rashee Rice has been killing it for like the past 3 or 4 weeks.
He had like 12 points last week. How the fuck is that killing it?
It's still, again, like he's a rookie. And again, he's been consistent. This is a guy who's coming off of like barely any snap shares to start the season.
We're in week 17. The start of the season was 17 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they didn't play him. They thought Sky Moore was going to be the guy. They thought Kadarius Toney was going to be the guy.
I mean,
R.I.P. those Sky Moore shares. Oh my god! Wow.
Oh my god! No wonder all my best ball teams sucked. I had a bunch of Sky Moore. Anyway.
Which is funny compared to the guy that just bashed Matt Nagy. You had a bunch of shares of Chiefs. But
no, I had A Chief.
Does he still play for Matt Nagy, Baker? He still play for Matt Nagy?
I was not thinking about Matt Nagy when I did my best ball draft. I was not thinking about Matt Nagy.
You've been dogging this dude for the past 7 years. And all of a sudden, you start drafting, and it's like, well, Sky Moore should be the guy this year under a Matt Nagy offense. Nah, you Baker, you just went back on your own shit.
No, I didn't go back on my own shit because I've been saying that Matt Nagy's trash for years.
You're playing Justin Watson tomorrow. Stop the cap.
I mean, I'll take it. Here's the thing. I will take his prop bet: Justin Watson versus Rashee Rice. I give it to either one of y'all. I'll take it right now. I'll take it.
I'm hot, Bake. No, I'm good.
Right,
can I interest you guys, instead of playing Brandon Ayuk tomorrow, we just play Deebo Samuel again?
Yes.
He needs 168 yards to hit 1K. And they could be potentially resting starters tomorrow. He could totally get that like tomorrow and be done. And he's coming at lesser ownership than Brandon Ayuk. So it's like, if you want to play 2 49ers and squeeze in those 2 high-priced guys, you don't even have to bring along Purdy in that case. At that case, you're paying down a quarterback anyway. So I wouldn't do like Purdy, CMC, and Debo. I would just do like Debo and CMC and then find a cheaper quarterback if I want to stuff something in like that, Because again, a lot of people are playing Ayuk, but not enough people are playing Debo. The guy that's literally capable of breaking slates. So
I'm looking at this wide receiver ownership. Some odd ownership out there. Nobody's playing AJ Brown tomorrow.
Crazy.
Even though everybody's playing Jalen Hurts. Apparently they're playing him naked, ? Nobody's playing the Rams wide receivers tomorrow. So a Stafford double automatically makes you different. It's a little weird here.
So look at Mike Evans.
Oh, nobody's playing Mike Evans.
I was going to say, I think Mike Evans sitting down at the other side of the bar.
I mean, he needs one more touchdown for 100 in his career. He's getting it tomorrow. If y'all want to place an anytime prop that's guaranteed to hit, guess what? Mike Evans is fucking scoring tomorrow. Believe that. So load that bet up.
Yeah,
what you said on Wednesday, Sully? Mike Evans every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
Chill, you already mentioned it. No one's playing Baker. No one's playing Mike Evans. You're going to run chalky-ass Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed on the opposite side, but no one's going to play this side of it, the Bucs side, when they could win the division tomorrow against an inferior opponent, ? Yeah, give me some Mike Evans. Give them all to me.
The fact that Devontae Parker has more ownership than all of those players we just named, and Demario Douglas.
I get.
Devontae Parker coming in.
What did he say? What did he say?
Devontae Parker, 6.5%.
I want to play some Devontae Parker. Y'all don't want to play good receivers? What?
Wow.
That's infuriating. So we're all in agreement. We should probably find room for Mike Evans, Deebo Samuel, guys like that are actually really good at football and score touchdowns.
Well, Chill's playing Baker. I'm playing Derek Carr. So we're already both on Mike Evans right now. So
listen, I'll play Derek Carr too. I'll play both quarterbacks from that game. I really don't care.
Yeah, Baker, we can get our sneaky shootout popping off.
Are you talking about the quarterback Baker or me Baker?
Both.
Okay.
In this case. Chill, you mentioned somebody on Wednesday. I'm surprised you hadn't bring him up again. One Devontae Adams.
Gross.
Yeah, like I said, I do like Devontae Adams this week. For me, I think it's more of a FanDuel play.
Okay.
I do like his price over there on FD. So again, on DraftKings, I can understand. I'm probably only playing Devontae Adams with AOC, I think. But I'll have to see kind of how the builds shake out.
Okay. And one more question I'll throw out there before we slide over to tight end. To Tyreek or not Tyreek? That is the question this week.
To you. I'll take it to the Dolphins fan first.
Chill. To Tyreek or not Tyreek?
If you play Tyreek, who are you? Because I assume if you're playing Tyreek, you're probably playing Tua. I mean, you could one-off Tyreek.
Oh yeah, you don't need to bring along Tua with that. No,
yeah, but he's just chalk. So it's just like, do you just play Tua with him and you beat the chalk that way?
I mean, it all depends.
If you take out Tyreek, then who are you not playing? Tyreek, or are you just putting in some crappers?
I mean, I think you can get weird at the lower price tiers. So like, let's say you start your team with Tyreek, Zamir, and CMC. Where are you going to get unique? So Tua's one way to do it. Just bring him alongside. Or some of these quarterbacks that we already mentioned, bring a Baker Mayfield alongside. Bring a, AOC, in your case, alongside him. Like, you got to break up that team's ownership somehow. It's just there's very few people on this slate that could destroy the entire slate. And if you don't have them, you're dead. CMC, Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel. That's probably the end of the list. If you don't have one of these guys, you might be effed. And, I guess 2022 Travis Kelce, but that's another guy that can nuke a slate.
Well, I'll put this guy on there as much as I'm not a hater to this man. I just don't think he's all that good. I'll put Josh Allen on that list as well.
That's fair.
Again.
Fair. I mean, quarterbacks.
I'm not a hater, but I'll give the man where it's due. If there's he can nuke the slate.
I think quarterbacks rarely have the score that says you need that quarterback.
But he can get 40.
I mean, but it was one slate earlier this year that Josh Allen did break off 40, 45 points, and he wasn't in tournament-winning lineups because no one had him. It was literally the week that him and Gabe Davis went absolutely nuclear, and it was like, didn't need him because what you lost in that lineup prevented Josh Allen from being – yes, he was QB1, but there was other people behind him at probably a cheaper price tag that you were just like, we're good. So I love Josh Allen, obviously. I think, yes, he is in that tier that could say he's a 45-point quarterback, but who is he bringing along with him? If he brings along Steph Diggs, you don't have Tyreek Hill in that lineup. If he brings along Diggs, you don't have CMC in that lineup because Steph Diggs is still expensive for no reason.
True.
Here we are. So Baker, to Tyreek Hill or not Tyreek Hill? That is still the question.
I think it's going to depend on how I feel when I wake up on Sunday, honestly, because I've been waffling.
Baker, the people are listening now. They don't know your thoughts when you wake up. They want to know now. Are you playing Tyreek Hill with me and Chill? Or at least with me. I'm playing Tyreek Hill. I'm doing it.
I think that speaks to the difficulty of playing him, because obviously the matchup would be considered difficult. No Jalen Waddle, he should see even more targets. Like, this could easily be a 20 target type of game for Tyreek. So the volume is going to be in abundance. That price tag is hard to swallow.
A lot of them are, but we're swallowing the CMC price. So I mean, why not a guy like Tyreek Hill? Just throwing it out there. Tight ends. So again, Gerald Everett chalk. That's an insta fade for me. So I'm just gonna look elsewhere. I don't think enough people are playing Isaiah Likely in this matchup. He probably, to me, makes the most interesting run back in the Miami stack if you're going to run it that way, or minis with Tyreek Hill. He's still at an affordable price of $4,600. So, I mean, it ain't like you're, he's $1,000 less than Kittle. He's $2,400 less than Travis Kelce, who more people want to play than Isaiah Likely this week. So, and then I'm not understanding the Chig-ish chalk. Like, is he catching passes still from Derrick Henry this week?
It's because he caught a touchdown last week, bro.
I mean, I get it, but it wasn't from a quarterback. That was his highest fantasy output of the year. I'm not playing a chalky Chig. I'm just not doing it.
I mean, the dude's been chalked somehow for like the last month.
Right.
All right. I mean, listen, if you're not playing Gerald Everett or let's take a look here. Trey McBride, Schultz, Kittle, Chig. If you play Travis Kelce, you're different. If you want to get really gross on DK and go to the men, play Austin Hooper.
Not Austin Hooper.
It's 2,500. It's just got to cut. It needs 5 points.
I would rather play Jimmy Graham and hope he scores.
I think Cade Otton is fine if you want to play Cade Otton in your in a Saints run back or a Buck stack. I think that's fine.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
I think the only maybe a high price tight end that I would be willing to play at no ownership is Evan Ingram.
That's fair. I mean, backup quarterbacks tend to have safety valves more to the tight end and running back position, which, again, we already love Travis Etienne. So, I mean, yeah, I can get behind that. Absolutely. 100%. Baker, what about yourself? I guess I should raise the same question. No, I can't raise it to you because he's a Chief, so never mind. You're not playing Chiefs. Anyway, I'll raise the question to Chill then, to Travis Kelce or not Travis Kelce tomorrow.
Yeah. If you can, if the build's right and Travis Kelce makes sense, I'm here for Travis Kelce.
All right. Just wanted to clear that up for the peeps. Baker, since you're not playing Travis Kelce, who are you playing tomorrow?
Well, if I put my Matthew Nagy bias aside for a second, I mean, this is one of the best matchups that Travis Kelce is going to see versus this Bengals team. So, bias aside, Travis Kelce's an absolute smash spot. Let's be real. But I mean, my number one is with a bullet, without a doubt. It is Chalk McBride, and I think he absolutely smashes tomorrow.
Okay. Baker's TE1 is Trey McBride. Noted.
And I still think he's underpriced. Like, this dude should be priced around Travis Kelce right now.
All right. I have an interesting run back for your Rams side. Why don't we just load up Darren Waller again?
Really? We're on Darren Waller? Really?
Hey, man. Tyrod Taylor likes to chuck it. And if he could catch, or if he didn't get overthrown, he should have had 2 touchdowns last week. Let's be real. So if he needs an outlet, because these Giants receivers kind of stink, minus like Darius Slayton, who, appears every now and again. But, I mean, if you want to get cheap, he's $4,500 on DK. Like, You could do worse than Darren Waller, who used to be, a top 5 tight end in this league. So
Yeah, and I also used to not have facial hair, but things change.
things do change. But it took you like 30 years to grow the facial hair, where it took Darren Waller 2 years to fall off a cliff. So just saying. I mean, if you watch the tape from last week, again, I watched that Giants game because, it was on a short slate. Darren Waller was open AF like all the time. And again, Tyrod Taylor's a little chucker, man. He's gonna fight in this game. So you could do worse than Darren Waller. I'm just throwing it out there. Chill, did we miss anybody at the TE spot?
I don't think so. I mean, tight end just kind of boils down to, for me, just play what fits.
Sure. Which is how it always is. Unless you're forcing a specific play. Like, so tomorrow, Travis Kelce stacks, he's not going to be last in. He's going to be first in. And then you got to build around that.
Sure.
Everyone else, it's like, all right, I got 5,400 left. Let's play this guy. Or I got 3,500 left. All right, throw in this guy. But Travis Kelce, you have to make a priority. Kittle's almost on that line too, right?
A little bit.
Fit in George Kittle.
I mean, Kittle, McBride's getting to that point as well, to the point where his price is not indicative to be like, oh, I could just fit him in. Yay.
Too bad we don't have Njoku on this slate, huh?
I was sad when I saw that the Browns played on Thursday this week. I'm like, no Flacco. We got to go back to the Flacco well.
I know, right? We had to exploit the revenge.
Double revenge.
Well, it was honestly funny. Like, ever since Joe Flacco came to Cleveland, like, Studer has literally been playing this dude every fucking week.
And he's getting there every freaking week. Every
fucking week.
But next week, old man will be sleeping probably, so.
Unless Joe's team can pull off the upset.
I mean.
Was it an upset or are they favored? Question mark.
I think Baltimore's favored.
I do believe the Ravens are favored. We can look that up here in a second as we transition to defense.
They are favored because Baltimore's at home by 3. So if it was the other way,
be 1.
Be like, yeah, a pick 'em.
Yeah, probably.
But what you're saying is they're favored.
They are favored.
All right, well, let's slide over to defense real quick and knock the rest of this
Baltimore.
out. What? You're playing Baltimore's defense?
Absolutely.
$2,800 is wiggling the pickle, huh?
I mean, my pickle likes to wiggle.
Fair.
That's fine. And I mean, I think that's totally fine.
You get pressure on Tua becomes mediocre at best. So
I'm with you on that. I mean, we could always play the Bears defense. Atlanta's kind of trash, bro. I mean, they looked good last week, I guess, but
kind of trash.
They kind of trash, bro.
They're a lot of trash.
They are. You're right. I mean, how does paying up at defense this week sound to you guys? I mean, the 49ers are at the commies.
Can't afford it.
Just can't afford it, so you're paying down? Well, who we paying down for, Chill? Who you got?
Probably the chalk defense. So either Denver, the Panthers.
I was gonna say Denver.
Maybe Miami's.
The Bengals. Anybody interested in the Bengals defense?
No. Saw that team.
Are they playing? No. I don't want to. I don't even figure out something clever for that. No.
That team got lit up by Mason Rudolph.
Dude, they did get lit up by Mason Rudolph. Oh my god!
And somehow,
maybe New England. If you think Josh Allen's going to throw you the ball, like I think that one's kind of thin. But maybe New England's if you really need to go down.
Football logic. The Mason Rudolph lit up the Bengals. The Bengals will shut down Pat Mahomes.
They've had it. They've had an extra day to prepare.
Bro, like I said, football logic. Somehow that's going to end up being what it is.
I don't think they shut down Pat Mahomes in Kansas City.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say the Bengals just because of my Matt Nagy hate.
Yeah, he just wants to be an ass. Just wants to be an ass. Man, I really got nothing. I mean, for me, because I'm playing over on Yahoo, the Rams defense is almost the men. So I'm just going to lock that in.
And move on.
I think if you want to convince yourself, like if you're not playing Kyron Williams or the Rams and you want to play the Giants defense and play the whole West Coast team on the East Coast logic, I think that
That's true.
you can convince yourself of that.
I
They
mean,
did have a pick six, right? They did have a defensive touchdown last week against Hurts.
damn right.
Yeah, we did.
I mean,
You could do worse.
You could definitely do worse.
Because, I mean, we were not far removed from last year's logic with Matt Stafford before he got hurt, was this man's going to throw you the ball at least once or twice a game.
right. He's literally going to throw
stats,
it right. He's literally going to throw it right to you.
Right to you.
So I understand, like we all don't care about defense and we play kind of what fits.
Sure.
At what point do you have to love the lineup to play the Commies defense?
I'm not playing the Commies defense.
My lineup would have to be hot. I mean, there's no other pivots available. I love this lineup, but the only thing that fits is the Commies? Oh.
No, because if you love the lineup, it has a 49er in it.
That's a great point.
He has a point.
That's a great point, Chill.
Yes,
great point.
Unless you're going to convince me that they get fucking stonewalled tomorrow.
Stop it, dude.
I am not convinced you of that.
All right.
Freaking stop it.
Let's, I got this hard out that Baker and I need to get ready to leave too, so.
Oh, we do. That we do.
Yeah, man. Hot take. Wrap it up. Let's do it. Hit me with a hot one.
Let's go. Hot take. Some, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I went Devontae Adams on Wednesday.
Yes.
I did. Okay, let's go some tomfoolery here.
Not the tomfoolery.
Let's go. Jarrett Stidham goes for 25 fantasy points.
Oh
there
boy.
It is!
Oh boy.
Stidham! I love it. Jarrett Stidham's going to turn into Jake Plummer. Old school Bronco and put up some stats tomorrow, baby.
Not the original Jake the Snake. Not the
original Jake the Snake, baby. Stidham time, dog.
Oh boy.
Baker, what's hot? What's hot tomorrow?
Well, Chill, I want you to stew on this while I'm saying this. I want you to stew on this because you haven't given us your rotund chick at the bar tonight.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
I heard you say Mike Evans was at the end of the bar. I wasn't really realizing he was the fat chick.
Oh yeah. It's Mike Evans, bro.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You see that fat chick coming in at like 2%. I'm over here scheming.
I mean, that's a Hall of Fame fat chick.
I mean, like, Chill, you normally give us like the build up. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't. Sully named him, and like I that's it. The build up was gone.
Like,
because Chill, what's gonna happen is that you and I are gonna be fighting over this same bitch because I saw that ass and I'm just like,
man, first of all, I knock both of y'all out for this shit. First of all, let's be real like this. I will knock both of y'all out.
Her name is Mike.
Her name is Mai.
How long she been coming here? 9 straight years? 1,000 of them things? Really?
Every time? What?
I mean, every week, bro? Is that? Oh. But all right, I get it. Baker, some hot.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with a stat line. For TE1, we going 15 catches, 150 yards.
He said 15 catches. Chill. Did you hear him say 15 catches?
15.
150 yards, and 2 of them. If you do not have Chalk McBride, just go to sleep.
So you're playing Kyler Murray.
Nah, them 2 touchdowns ain't enough for me.
You might as well play Kyler Murray at that point.
Because Jarrett Stidham's going to have enough points for me at that 25.
That's a great point. Another one I'll hit you with for being hot. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he's going to have some ownership, but comma. You know what? No, I'm not saying that one. Tyreek Hill is still going to have a great day, but The guy you need is going to be another one that's already broken several slates before, and you're going to need him again tomorrow. Deebo Samuel gets to 1,000 yards on the season with the 168 that he needs, gets in the box twice, and he's going to go right alongside CMC, who's going to find the box 2 more times. And on DraftKings, if you're that kind of psychopath, if you don't have CMC, you lose tomorrow because he will hit the double bonus tomorrow. 100 in the air, 100 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Deebo Samuel, 70 on the ground, 168 in the air, 2 touchdowns. Book it. San Fran stacks all day without Brock Purdy.
The fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sign it up. Log it out. This has been the DFS Deli. We wish you all the best of luck in your tournament brackets tomorrow. Good luck, of course, with the betting lines. And we'll see you in week 17. Peace.